I want to go through some of these grievance reports. I'll show myself. You don't need to see me. There's quite a few of them on the Thirlwall inquiry, and they all look similar, but they are different because there's there's different meetings that occur between different people, but they're all around October, November, December. Okay, so and there's also quite a lot of gaps in them, and we don't have, for some reason, we don't have them all on the Thirlwall inquiry, but we've got a good chunk of them, but they make interesting reading. So, attending Dr. Chris Green, the investigating officer, Karen Rees, Lucy Cementa, HR specialist. So just those three, okay. I think Lucy Cementa stays fairly quiet. Okay, here we go. Karen Rees went through the events from mid-July. Karen Townsend had a one-to-one with Ravi Jayaram, who had raised major concern with Lucy purposefully harming babies, highlighted by Steve Breary. Inference was that Lucy was purposefully harming babies. Karen Rees believed concerns were raised earlier in the year, but unsure of the details. Karen Rees questions if Stephen Breary was that concerned, why he hadn't gone to the execs, not fed back through another member of staff through a one-to-one. Karen Rees went to find Steve Breary, but he was in a clinic and could not, crossed out, wouldn't see her. Karen Rees threatened, crossed out, stated that she was willing to sit outside his clinic until he spoke to her. Karen Rees wanted to understand from Steve Breary what he meant from the allegations. Karen Rees then went to see Ravi Jayaram, who said, "Don't start, Karen," and asked him to ring Steve Breary on his mobile to see when he would be free to see her. Karen, understanding was that triplets were born well, 2 died, and 1 was transferred to another hospital. These deaths lit the flames that led to Lucy's removal from the unit. Lucy is one of 5 band 5 advanced ITU nurses. Karen has been based in the planned care division for the last 10 years and had not met Steve Breary or Lucy. Karen's first contact with Steve Breary, she asked what his exact concerns were with Lucy and what evidence did he have. Steve Breary's answer was gut feeling and a drawer of doom, referring to a drawer in his desk. Karen went straight to see Alison Kelly, wasn't happy to exclude Lucy, felt no grounds to exclude. In the evening, Karen received a call from Steve Breary at home. Unsure how he got the mobile number, but possibly from the switchboard. Felt Steve Breary tried to bully me, putting pressure on. Felt that Steve Breary was exhibiting passive-aggressive behaviour. Remained professional but gently powerful. Steve Breary had no concrete evidence. Alison Kelly, in agreement with Karen Rees not to remove from the unit. Arian Lloyd Powell has no concerns. Lucy went on leave after that weekend. Lucy was Chris Green. Lucy was swapped from night shifts. Karen: I went on leave. Sian Williams was then involved. I think Sian's another nurse. I think Lucy was swapped / removed off night today is to check competencies. Also think Sean Williams discussed with Lucy supervision. After Karen Reese returned from 2 weeks annual leave, Linda Guatella arrived at her office to say they needed to go and remove Lucy from the unit and redeploy to the risk team, and as advised by Sue Hodkinson. Felt myself and LG were put in a difficult situation. Sorry, Linda Guatella, sorry, were put in a different situation. I didn't know what to say. There was initial intention to supervise Lucy, but this wasn't feasible due to staffing levels. Lucy Cementa. Whose decision was this? Karen Reese. I was on leave. Possibly Sean Williams? Chris Green. Do you know why Lucy had been told not to contact the unit? Karen Reese. I think this may have been my fault. I didn't want her talking to all the unit staff. I think this was misunderstood. Lucy wasn't refused contact. That wasn't the intention anyway. Initially given 4 to 6 week window for the report, a deep dive report of clinical notes is also taking place. I felt Alison Kelly needed to speak to Lucy to give an update. Karen Reese checks on the neonatal unit every morning now. Karen Reese has heard that so this is Karen Reese saying that, so she's basically saying, I heard that a band 5 nurse from the unit who is currently working in clinic heard Ravi Jayaram stood in the clinic saying that have a murder on the unit. Nurse on the unit not aware of what's going on. Arian Powell told Karen Reese, again this is Karen saying this, Arian Powell told me that a junior doctor openly tabled at a meeting. Arian Powell and the nursing team are 100% behind Lucy. Arian Powell asked Steve Brewery how he would feel if Lucy went home and killed herself. Steve Brewery's response was, I don't care. Steve Brewery's behaviour is upsetting the whole department. Lucy attended the review panel with Hayley Cooper. Arian Powell told Karen Reese about Steve Brewery's comment regarding the angel of death. This came from Steve Brewery via Arian Powell. Chris Green. Was the deep dive into clinical notes mentioned to Lucy? Karen Reese. I assume it was verbal recommendation, Lucy given no detail. Chris Green. Before being taken off the unit, Lucy was told she was the first to be picked. Karen Reese asked Yvonne Farmer that all competencies checked. Not sure if the medical consultant competencies have been checked. Chris Green. Do you believe the intention is to return Lucy to the unit? Karen. With some, not others. I've heard that Steve Brewery is adamant Lucy is not going back to the unit. I feel very strongly we need to get Lucy back on the unit. I raised with Alison Kelly and Sue Hodkinson if we can get deadlines of date. Also questioned why I haven't brought police in. Karen Reese hasn't because of Lucy. Would we like our daughter to be treated like this? I don't think so. In a meeting with Steve Cross, it was mentioned if we call the police, the unit will be shut down and people may be arrested. Chris Green. Lucy has heard that questions have been asked if she had a relationship with Steve Brewery. Karen. No one has asked me. People look at reasons, rationale as to why this is happening. I asked Steve Brewery to share evidence of how she'd done it. He couldn't answer me. There had been a suggestion from Ravi Jayaram of air embolism or twisting of tubes. I understand that 3 of the babies didn't even have IV lines in. So that's interesting. So Ravi, so just remember this date. So this was before the police got involved. This is the 20th of October 2016, and so Ravi has already actually come up with this air embolism theory. So, in case you're wondering where old Dewey Evans got his idea from, Steve Brewery. Back to Karen. Steve Brewery called it his drawer of doom. He wouldn't share what was in it with Karen, with me. When Lucy returns to the unit, all competencies are to be completed for confidence. Chris Green. Lucy's aware people are asking why she's been moved. Karen. Lucy's been seconded to the quality team. Arian Powell, Yvonne Griffiths and Yvonne Farmer are in contact with myself, Karen Rees. Chris Green. Staff outside the neonatal unit are asking neonatal unit staff. Karen Rees. I don't know where Lucy's hearing this. I'm also supporting Hayley Cooper. I'm going to support Lucy when she's back on the unit. It could have been handled better, and I think Alison Kelly and Sean Williams acknowledge that now. My observation is that unit managers are not strong leaders. They allow the consultants to dictate too much. Steve Brewery wrote a letter to the exec team saying there are no rifts within the team and wanted Arian to sign it. Steve Brewery has also sent Arian Powell emails. So this is one of the many interesting meetings where we hear about the drawer of doom and just general goings on in the hospital. Quite interesting. There's more. I'll do some more.